This is the update for calculus for mid to late December of 2021. Because I've tried to make a lot of progress with number theory and also with proofs, calculus has been lagging behind. And I'm doing that on purpose. So the last time, my last update was up to the test, and I believe I had already started taking notes for chapter 4. Then in this update, I've completed all of chapter 4 notes. I'm sorry, chapter 3, not chapter 4. I had started taking notes on chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3. And then I completed all the notes for chapter 3. Chapter 3 is really I'm not crazy about it. It's got applications. I did a lot of this work in engineering. And I want to do new material. I want to take a look at the more theoretical stuff. So I'm not crazy about this chapter, but I'm barreling through it, even as I know that I prefer the integrals that are coming in chapter 4. And I just want to get to the integrals. Very much like I wanted to get to chapter 3 in number theory, the primes. So yeah, I've completed notes for chapter 3, and I've been working on chapter 3 problems. Everything's going steady and fine. I'm graphing a lot of functions in chapter 3 in the problem set, which I'm enjoying. I got to the point where I was kind of like a machine. Of course, I'm doing every problem. So, but that, I screwed up. I screwed up how they wanted the answers in the first couple of problems. I graded them just to make sure that I was kind of like in the ballpark, and I wasn't. But then I got myself in the ballpark. And then from then on, I haven't really had to. I looked at one answer and I was like, okay, I'm getting them all right. Okay, perfect. I think I know what they're asking for. And then I just barreled through section 3.3, doing all the graphs. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. But now section 3 and then 3.4, I think, did I finish 3.4? Yeah, 3.4 was also more graphing. And I have fun with that. And now I've moved on to section 3.5, which is kicking my butt, not because the problems are particularly difficult, but because they're not of my liking. I don't particularly like word problems in math. It's just one of my things. I like calculations or even proofs, but they have to involve, when they're stated, they're all in equations. And you read these problems and it's easy to go completely astray if you misunderstand the problem. So actually I did what I would call is the unthinkable, which is actually I was able to figure out this problem on my own. The square area versus rectangle, the maximum area of a rectangle is really a square. I was able to figure that out. But then the next couple of problems I've gotten clobbered, just because I just don't understand how to work through the problem. It's got its own lingo, if you will, and it's all words. And I just hate words for math. But I think I'm gonna barrel through. Maybe I'll do a few more problems, but this section, the section of optimizing, cubes and triangles and semicircles, all that, I don't know. The jury's still out next week if I will just try to do a couple more and keep going to the next section, because I really want to get to integrals, or say, okay, let's grin and bear it and let's master it. This one I got it wrong because I only plotted this right hand side, and they really wanted you to do the whole thing. So when you do the right hand side, you get a completely different number, and I looked up the answer. So that's why it's marked with an X. If I look up the answer, I didn't get it. I like to do the problem without looking at the answer. So that's calculus, barreling through chapter 3. I really want to finish chapter 3 because I'm behind in calculus, again on purpose, because I wanted to make a lot more progress on proofs and number theory, which I have.